Today on the test is yet another Chinese upstart. A killer in the initial segment. It's a streamer, preamplifier, phonostage, and DAC. And do you know for how much? For a little over 10,000 Russian rubles. Here it is. As always, we will test it, take it apart thoroughly, and of course even listen to it at the end. Please friends, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Don't lose track of us because we are on Zen, VK, and RooTube. And we also have an exclusive group on Telegram, links in the description, where there's a lot of interesting, really cool content. Chinese brands, they are everywhere. And with each passing day, there are more and more of them. They have already occupied the automotive industry, of course, not without the help of Europeans and Americans who are in the Russian market. It's not that they shot themselves in the foot, no, they just cut it off and without anesthesia, harshly and creatively, so to speak, with a chainsaw. But even hi-fi is yielding under the onslaught despite its conservatism, brand loyalty, history, and family production. All of this has been practically overcome by the Chinese Asian market. So to speak, crouching tiger, hidden dragon, or hero. Have you watched these movies? Well, there they just cut everything down with swords and everyone loses. Well, if they are not Asians. How many of these brands are from Asia? Japan, of course, doesn't count. It has always been distinct, and even in many areas was an elite pioneer. Take, for example, Stax, Laxman, Denon, Tata, and even Pioneer. All of them have long carved their names with a katana on the historical stone called the audio industry. There are also the Koreans. Well, off the top of my head, there's Braze, Aurenda. They are quite popular in niche circles, but these are expensive brands. Their prices start from several hundred to 1,000 Russian rubles. And what about our communist friends? Their technology is advancing more and more each day. They are extremely aggressive. I would even say brazen. Tonewin, real high-end at the price of low hi-fi. Their amplifiers outshine competitors in their segment, but for fans of Peking duck, that's not enough. They are raising the stakes and lowering the prices. And here we have on our test, dare I say, the headliner. Meet Arylic, friends. The name is very similar to its Asian counterpart Arylic, but unlike those hundreds of thousands of rubles, our hero is actually cheap and offers you a whole combo of cool features. What does this company actually represent? Where are they from? The brand was founded in 2018 by a certain Ryan, who has been in the hi-fi scene for about 30 years. Their first product was the Upstream Mini, and they were so successful that about a year later, there were already 5 different products. Not bad, right? The company is about 6 years old, and they are already selling and successfully selling their products, their technology, all over the world. But why can't we do the same? Friends, please answer me right in the comments. Light but not feather light metallic, friends. And the front is also made of metal. I wouldn't say it's mega thick, but take a look. Decent, it might even have stopped the bullet fired by Dante into the heart of our Russian poetry. Well, let's not dwell on the sad. The regulator, it has steps. When I turn it, you hear these clicks, and it's pleasant. I really like it when you touch the volume knob and feel the cold metal. And at the same time, you understand how when you turn it, without this feeling, I don't understand how you can adjust the volume at all. We also have a screen here, which we will turn on a bit later. The volume control here is very interesting. When you increase it, these inscriptions serve to show how it rises or conversely vocal falls. A cool solution because essentially you don't need to integrate additional diodes. It's economical on one hand, and on the other hand, and better understanding also comes from the power toggle switch. By the way, it's budget friendly. Yes, but it's interesting because firstly, it makes a sound, and secondly, it's unusual with all the buttons. And here we have a toggle switch at the back, friends. There are 2 antennas, one for Bluetooth, the other BL. Please write in the comments what this means. Naturally, our power supply is a switching one. And the most interesting thing is we have everything on board here. Both DAC, USB, and HDMI. ARC, meaning you can easily connect it to your TV. Optical output for subwoofer. Phono preamp, friends, of course, line out and grounding all in such a small case, and it all works Friends, it's quite good. If I had known, I don't know, 5 years ago that such high-class devices for a small price would be made by our friends, I would have been shocked. Of course, here are the feet. Are quite the budget option, but you can easily replace them with something like Gaia, for example, which costs more than this. Yes, player, 2 or 3 times more. And it will sound even better, friends, I guarantee it. Let's see what's inside. It's nice to hold such a small device. Not like those 30, 40, 50. 30, 40, 50 kilogram amplifiers. You can't lift them with 2 people. But here you can easily do it alone. Do you unscrew the screws with a brush? As you often write in the comments? A bolt is a screw. A fastener and so on. That's what we have. Friends, this is what a device looks like that has everything on board. Brilliant and simple, but it works. It actually works quite well. But how can that be? No toroidal transformers, no huge capacitors. By the way, 2200 microfarads. Please, a little bundle. I don't even know what would happen if we put a big toroid here blocked by some partition. It would immediately increase in price significantly. But we have what we have, friends. At least we always speak honestly and show things as they are. You see, we have no graphics. Let's take a look at how this thing works. I'll show you up close once more. Maybe you'll draw the circuit or decide to make something similar. And now we will listen. Let's see how the toggle switch is turned on. And you see, standing by. And right now I will show you its adjustment. You see, it smoothly transitions through the names and conversely increases. Interesting, right? I almost forgot. We also have an app and it's unusual. It's Go. How is it made? Yes, very simple. Source selection. Please, switching. Songs, pattern, play, pause, equalizer. Quite decent volume, crossover, subwoofer, gain, bass, debass, which should not be turned on under any circumstances. Overall, not bad. You can also switch to a light theme or a dark one. Everything is as simple as possible and at the same time clear. Here, you can even log into your account if you have one. In summary, how does it play, friends? Yes, overall, it performs well for its price. If you need maximum functionality, then please buy such a device. If you want serious hi-fi, then of course, you need to look at more expensive, serious equipment. Because, well, it's a box, yes, but you understand, to have super cool sound, you need to invest. Therefore, I am eagerly waiting for an amplifier in this form factor, because this is kind of a pre-BP. And there is also amp tuning. I would really like to listen to it. And I also know that Arylic has speakers there, and they are not cheap, my friends. You can see them on the screen now. I also really want to listen to them. Overall, it's fine. For an unpretentious user, it's more than enough. Well, if you want something really cooler, well, you see, therefore, smart brushes deserved it. But it's time.